Hello, everybody. Well, today I am going to give you the instructions for our second class. I know that the exercise that you have to do last class didn't work, so you are going to work with that exercise today, okay? So it is scheduled from 8 p.m., okay? That's the time that is your class. And also, I am going to I I prepare other exercises to practice what we are going to study today. Okay. Remember that if you have any questions, just send me an email and I'll answer as soon as I can. Okay. So we are going to start with the topic. So last class we studied present habits. Today we're going to study past habits. Okay. Probably you have seen this expression, which is used to, okay? Careful with the pronunciation, it's not used, all right? It is used to, that in Spanish is solía, see, solía. So this is something, when do we use used to? We use it when we want to talk about repeated actions in the past, okay? Repeated actions in the past. Something that you did many times in the past, but you don't do it anymore in the present, okay? That's the real use of used. So those are just some examples so we can contextualize when we use used. What sport did you play when you were a little child? What didn't you like when you were a child? So those are just some questions that are for the past, okay? So when I was a child, I played basketball, okay? That was something that happened many times in the past, okay? So if you want to use used to, it would be like this. I used to play basketball when I was a child. And today I play soccer, for example. See, so I don't play basketball anymore. All right, I play soccer now. All right, well, another example. When I was a child, I hate eating cheese. See, I hate eating cheese. So with used to, I used to hate eating cheese when I was a child. Today, I love it. I love pizza with a lot of cheese. I love salads with cheese. Okay, but when I was a child, I used to hate. Okay, so remember that the action happened many times in the past, but it doesn't happen anymore in the present. So we used to, as I told you before, to talk about our past habits and states, okay, and states. This is something that is in the past, so we use the same rules that we use when we talk about the past. Okay, so used to in affirmative, as you have to use the verb in infinitive. Okay, so I used to be fat, and now I am thin. Okay, in negative we use did, okay, because it's a past action, so we use did, the auxiliary of the past. Didn't used, so I didn't used to eat fruit, no solía. See, I didn't used to eat fruit. And if it is a question, we use the auxiliary, the same rule. We use the verb in present, okay, because if we have did, we have to use the verb in present. So did you used to play football? Okay, so this is just the grammar is really easy. Okay, it's the past rules. Okay, the past simple rules, and used is the pronunciation. Well, however, guys, there is another way to talk about these past repeated actions, which is good. Okay, which is good. But what's the difference? What's the difference with used to and good? The difference is that you can only can talk about actions. Okay, with used to, you can talk about feelings, you can talk about states and actions. But with good, you can only talk about actions. Okay, only actions. Be careful. Okay, so the use is basically the same when you want to talk about repeated actions, but the only difference is that good it's only possible with actions. Okay, it's only possible with actions. That's the difference, the little difference. Okay, well, those are other examples. When I was little, I used to play with toys. I used to be very noisy. I used to eat a lot of vegetables, and now I eat a lot of fast food. I used to travel a lot. I used to be afraid of ghosts. I used to read comics. Okay, so those are just some examples of the use of used to. Okay, well, you're going to think about you and you're going to write 3 sentences about you. Okay, one of them should be false. Okay, so we can do an activity when we have the face-to-face class. All right, so let's write 3 sentences with used to. Can be affirmative, can be negative, but one of the sentence has to be false. Okay, has to be false. Well, and now we're going to check some vocabulary, okay, related to what we are talking about, past habits, okay? And we're going to check some vocabulary that's about annoying things, okay? Annoying things. Annoying, fastidioso, things that bother, things which are not nice, okay? So that are annoying. For example, you can say, my partner is always asking me questions, so he is annoying. Okay, so that is annoying. Well, the first word that we're going to study is hour. Okay, hour. That's the pronunciation, hour. Okay, so what is hour? Try to guess, guys. Try to guess the meaning in context. So let's see the sentence and let's try to identify the meaning with the context. My car is quite awkward to drive. Another example. My nephew is entering that awkward stage of adolescence. So guys, what do you think that awkward is? Awkward. Let's think about it. Well, I never know what to do in these awkward social situations. See, so try to get the meaning with the context, okay? With the context. Awkward is something that is difficult, something that is embarrassing. See, it could be either of them depending on the context, okay? So it can be something difficult or something embarrassing. Another expression, a waste of time. See, be a waste of time. Look at this example. Sometimes I think that talking to Philip is a waste of my time. There is no point trying to speak to him as he doesn't listen anyway. Okay, so it's a waste of time. And so it's going to do something that is useless, something that is pointless. Okay, so you say, talking to my sister is a waste of time. She never listens to me. See, she does what she wants, not what I say. So it's a waste of time. Okay? It's a waste of time. Waste of time. Another expression, drive somebody. Okay, this is the contraction of somebody. Somebody. Drive somebody crazy. We love our 2-year-old girl, but sometimes she drives us crazy. See, she drives us crazy. Another example, traffic in Bogota drives me crazy. See, drive crazy. So what is drive somebody crazy is to make someone angry, to make someone upset or annoyed. Okay, so that is drive somebody crazy. My sister drives me crazy because she's very disorganized. For example, another expression, be hard to operate. Be hard to operate. Look at this example. The remote control was hard to operate, so I had to read the manual to figure out how it worked. See, it's hard to operate. I don't understand how this computer works, so this computer is hard to operate. Okay, it is hard to operate. So be hard to operate. It's when something that is difficult to use or difficult to understand how it works, but you don't understand how it works, okay? How it works. So it's hard to operate, all right? It's hard to operate. This is an adjective, okay? Adjective. Time consuming. Time consuming, it's an adjective. Look at these examples. Commuting, see, or moving by car, nowadays is much more time consuming than it used to be. See, going to Bogota is more time consuming than it used to be. See, it used to take 1 hour. Today it takes 3 hours, so it's time consuming. Yes, it's time consuming. So time consuming is when it takes a lot of time to do or complete something. Okay, it takes a lot of time to do or to complete something. Well, this is an adjective too. Okay, this is an adjective too. It is clumsy. 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 Jake is so clumsy. He's always running into things and dropping things. See? So it's when sometimes when you are your hands are stupid to do the things. See that everything drops, everything breaks. So that is clumsy. See, a clumsy person often has accidents because they don't behave in careful and controlled ways. See, clumsy people are not careful with the hands. See, so that is clumsy. Okay, clumsy. Get on somebody's nerves. Okay, get on somebody's nerves. All right, somebody. We really got on each other's nerves when we when we were living together. Okay. Please stop making that noise. It really gets on my nerves. See, so when it becomes extremely annoying to someone, okay? So, I don't know, when someone is asking and asking questions and you just get tired of that, you say, please stop, because it really gets on my nerves, okay? I get really nervous, I get stressed if you continue doing the same, okay? So that is get on somebody's nerves. Tricky. Tricky. Let's see the example. It is tricky to learn to ride a skateboard, but you never forget how. Okay. I am in a tricky situation. Whatever I do, I'll offend someone. Okay. The final exams sometimes are tricky. Okay. So tricky, difficult. Okay. Tricky, difficult. I am in a tricky situation. I have a tricky exam tomorrow. Okay. So tricky. Infuriating. Okay. Infuriating is the pronunciation. Infuriating or infuriating. It's okay too. Look at the example. It's infuriating when people keep spelling your name wrong, isn't it? So, infuriating is extremely annoying. See, extremely annoying. Remember that annoying is molesto. Okay, extremely annoying. So that is infuriating. It's more than annoying. It's more than annoying. Well, so you're going to think about these questions, and remember that we are going to discuss about this when we will be in the face-to-face classes. So you're going to think to practice used to and the vocabulary that we have just studied. You're going to think on some objects when you were younger that aren't around anymore. See that we don't use these objects anymore. And you're going to tell us why they aren't around anymore, why people stop using these objects. Okay, you're going to tell us if you miss these objects and why or why not. Okay, for example, I'm going to show you an example. You can think an example like this.
One of the objects that are not anymore around it is the Walkman, and it was really cool that for the first time you could bring with yourself your music, your CDs, or even cassettes, and yeah. And I think it is not anymore around because now we have new gadgets to stream music like MP3 players or cell phones or tablets, even our computers. So like it changed. I really miss them because with that kind of gadgets, you could only sit and listen to music and only do that. And now with cell phones or MP3 players, you could be doing a lot of things. You could be listening to music on a subway, answering to emails, and you will be doing everything and anything at the same time.
See, so this could be one of your answers. So think about something, okay, an object. She thought about the Walkman. So let's think about an object that we don't use it anymore, okay? Well,
One of the
also, guys, we are going to you're going to think of a challenge you faced in the past. See, you can think about a challenge when you were at school, when you were at work, or in your family, with your friends, and you're going to try to use what we have studied, used to, good, can for past habits, and you can use this vocabulary. Okay, this vocabulary. This is the vocabulary that we studied today and the vocabulary that we studied last class. Okay, like accept, can take, get on your nerves, tackle, adapt, clumsy, get through, time consuming, awkward, cope with, infuriating, tricky, be capable of, drive you crazy, lose your patience, be frightened of, frustrating, survive. Okay, I am going to give you an example how you can think about that challenge. Look at this example. When I was in high school, both of my parents worked. I had to take care of my younger sisters. I would, see, you can use used to too. I would pick them up from school and walk them home. I couldn't spend time with my friends because I had to stay home with my siblings. Siblings is my brothers, my sisters, okay? At first, This was frustrating because my sister got on my nerves, but I tackled the situation by making a course into fun games. For example, I used to make my sisters help cook dinner. They had a lot of fun and now they are capable of cooking really well. See? So here she's describing a challenge that she had in the past and she's using vocabulary, the vocabulary that we studied in these 2 units. Okay? In these 2 units like this vocabulary. Okay? It doesn't mean that you have to use all of the words. No, you can just choose some of them. Okay? So that's another thing that you have to do. And you are going to go to practice to virtual unisaje and practice what we have just studied. You're going to have some exercises of grammar, vocabulary, listening, okay? So remember that you have this exercise and the previous exercise, okay? And it's gonna be closed at 11 p.m. The idea, of course, guys, is that you take advantage of the time. See, the time of your class. Today you have classes from 8 to 10. So the idea is that you take that time to do it, okay? So I hope that I was clear with instructions, with the explanation of the topic. Please let me know if you have any question, okay? Thank you so much and hopefully see you next class, okay? Bye-bye.